Hi everyone, this is Hiba from My Little Journal, and today I'm excited to be working in my Scrappy Spiral notebook. I'm going to be documenting a few senior pictures of my baby. She's a senior this year, and I wanted to document all her senior photos and this adorable collage that I put together of her from first grade up to 12th. Now, I've done this collage before for Laith, and I thought it was a lot of fun, and I wanted to do the same for her as well. Now, because my collage is not big enough to fill the page, I just went through my 6x8s, and I loved this paper that said "This Memory." It was simple, and that's what I was looking for. So I'm going to end up measuring, trimming it down, and backing up my collage with it. Now, I am going to be doing a senior journal, not album, but journal for Sabine this year. I've done albums for Laith, and I ended up with so many albums for him, so I decided to go with a journal for Sabine. I think she would appreciate a journal more than albums. So I'm going to be sharing that journal with you very, very soon. Now let's get back to our layout. I wanted to add the numbers to each photo just to kind of represent the grade level. So I'm going to use these white number stickers to add 1 through 12. Now, I use a lot of my numbers from these sticker sheets. These are old Kelly Perky sticker sheets. So I'm going to have to go into my stash and try to find the numbers because some of them are missing 3s. I used a lot of 1s. So I end up just going through my stash and finishing up this collage, which is, again, so adorable. And by the way, when I look at this collage, it makes me so emotional. It's ridiculous. But anyways, on the opposite side of my spread, I am capturing some of her senior photos. We were able this summer to go and get her senior photos done. They turned out beautiful. I didn't get the cap and gown photos yet, but once I get those, they're definitely going in her journal. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and stick down my photos. And as you can see, that page is very photo heavy, but I'm okay with it. It's just I couldn't make up my mind. So I decided to use the photos that I wanted and leave at least 2 boxes empty so I can stamp out a title and add my journaling. So I'm going to be using this beautiful alpha stamp from Carrie Bradford. It is a favorite, and I love that I can color in the alphas once I stamp them out, and I'm basically going to stamp senior. I'm keeping it simple, you guys. Once I stamp senior, I'm going to stamp right underneath it, "This is your year." I have an old Feed Your Craft stamp set. It's all about school and graduation and things like that. And it had this beautiful sentiment that said, "This is your year." So I'm going to use that to stamp it right underneath senior. And that way I can fill out that box because I felt like I stamped it too high. But anyway, I fixed it. And I always recommend this. When you stamp something too low or too high, find a thin sentiment or quote and stamp it over it or underneath it to fill out that space. Now that same stamp set had a banner. I'm going to ink it up with some yellow ink and just fill it out with the year. So I'm going to stamp 2023. It's the year she graduates. I really like adding little hints of color here and there in my stamping. I'll go ahead and stick down my journaling. I tend to shrink down my journaling a little bit so I have space to add a sticker or stamping right above it. I feel like it adds a little bit of interest in that box or that space. So I tend to shrink it down and fill it out with a stamp or a sticker. Now let's go ahead and add some color. I'm going to use my stickers for that. I end up adding stickers to her photos. I'll add one right above her collage. I also will come in with a yellow marker and color in senior. I just wanted to bring in some color to my title. And then I believe I call my layout done. I think this layout might be my favorite layout in my Scrappy Spiral notebook for 2022. But anyways, you guys, I did want to mention that I do have a class now sharing all the tips and tricks and how to work in your own Scrappy Spiral notebook. I will link it in the description box for you. It is a very helpful class if you are working in your own Scrappy Spiral notebook. Anyways, let's wrap this up. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and if you did, please give me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel, please consider subscribing. And I hope to see you guys very soon. Bye.